Hello class fifth, you all are welcome back. Hope you all are doing well and you all are revising your chapters properly. In today's class, we are going to study another new chapter, chapter number 9, and the name of the chapter is Water for Life. आज बच्चों हम किसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे? आज हम पढ़ेंगे जल के बारे में. जल ही जीवन है. रेन इज द मेन सोर्स ऑफ वाटर. बच्चों हमारी पृथ्वी पर जो वाटर है उसका मेन स्रोत क्या है? जो पानी है वो आता कहाँ से है? सो पानी का मेन स्रोत क्या है? आपकी वर्षा, रेन. द अदर सोर्स ऑफ वाटर आर, अदर सोर्सेस कौन कौन से हैं? लेक्स, पॉन्ड्स, रिवर, सीज एंड ओशंस. ड्यूरिंग अर्लियर टाइम्स देयर वर नो टैप्स और पंप्स. बच्चों पहले के टाइम पे लोग कहाँ से पानी लेते थे? लोग लेक से, पॉन्ड से, रिवर से लेते थे. तब ऐसा कोई भी सिस्टम नहीं था, कोई पंप नहीं था जिससे वो पानी का उपयोग कर सके. So people had to walk long distance to bring water in pots, bucket, etc. Baolis. A baoli is a huge well. It has steps to reach to the bottom, and in earlier times, baolis were built to collect and store rainwater. Baoli is called a step well. As you can see in the diagram, here's a well and people has to step down the stairs to collect the water. Now these are also used as a meeting place by the people. Now baolis, they are common in Rajasthan and Gujarat. Changes in source of water. Ancient time में women used to make many kilometers every day to fetch drinking water from a well. To take bath and wash clothes, they used water from nearby pond and the hand pump came into use. Then electric pump. सबसे पहले बच्चों क्या use में आया? Tubewell, then hand pump, and when there was a invention of electricity, then we have electric pump were installed to pull water from underground to store in overtime. One step ahead, बुंदी इन राजस्थान, उसे बच्चों क्या बोलते हैं? सिटी ऑफ स्टेप वॉल्स बोलते हैं बिकॉज इट हैज 381 बेओलीज. नाउ Pios. Many people serve water for free to people on the roadside, and some people organize free water camps to provide drinking water to the people. और ये क्या है? It is a common sight to see earthen pots filled with water and kept on the road side under the tree for the use of people. Here you can see different source pictures are given in your textbook. Then means of irrigations. Irrigation क्या है बच्चों? Irrigation एक process है जिससे सिंचाई होती है अनाजों की. So in India, agricultural land is generally irrigated with the rainwater that we get during monsoon. भारत में ज्यादातर बच्चों सिंचाई कब होती है? मॉनसून के सीजन में होती है. But it is uncertain, so we need some artificial means of irrigation. But बारिश होगी कब होगी ये बहुत uncertain है, अनिश्चित है. इसीलिए we have some artificial means of irrigation to water our crops timely. The different source of irrigation in our country, they are well, tube well, tanks and canals. Now different crops have different amount of water requirements. अलग अलग प्रकार के अनाज को अलग अलग प्रकार के बच्चों पानी की आवश्यकता होती है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे कि जो राइस क्रॉप, इट्स रिक्वायरमेंट मोर वाटर देन wheat crop and to be irrigated at the different stages. Crop like sugarcane, rubber and tea, they require very less amount of water. Then we have well. Well क्या है? कुआं. A well is the deep hole in the ground. Ground में एक अच्छा खासा गड्ढा होता है, deep hole होता है, where the water is available and the water is drawn out by a pulley. A rope that is attached, एक रस्सी जो है वो बकेट से बनी होती है, पुली डिवाइस से हम बकेट को बाहर निकालते हैं. The string goes around the grooves of the pulley. Then we have tube wells. Tube wells क्या है? They are drawn to underground water by means of electric pumps. When the water is found deep under the ground, tube well is the best method to draw out the water. ये अंडरग्राउंड वाटर कहाँ से आता है बच्चों? सो जो रेन वाटर होता है वो एब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है ग्राउंड में. सो वो क्या बन जाता है? वो अंडरग्राउंड वाटर बन जाता है. The bore is dug deep and tubes are sunk in it, and tube wells, they are widely used by the farmer because it is an easy method of irrigation. Next we have tanks. So in some places like southern plateaus, the ground is hard and it is very difficult to dig well there. So during rainy season, some low-lying areas, they get filled with water and these are called tanks. Now this water ये use होता है to irrigate the fields. Then we have canals. Canals क्या है? They are small channels dug to take out water from the rivers and irrigate the field. डिवाइस यूज फॉर इरिगेशन। अब हम पढ़ेंगे बच्चों कुछ डिवाइसेस जो सिंचाई के लिए इस्तेमाल की जाती है। So the crops in the field are irrigated by tubewells, wells, canals and lakes, and some devices that are used for irrigation are sprinkles. Sprinkles मतलब बच्चों ऐसे छींटे मारना होता है। So water is distributed to the pipes at regular intervals using a pump. Irrigating crops in this way gives the effect of rainfall, and the sprinkle system also helps to save the water. इससे पानी की बचत भी होती है। Water wheel, here you can see the diagram also. In this, a water wheel is consists of a large wheel mounted vertically on a horizontal axis, and a number of blades or buckets are arranged on its outside rim, forming the driving surface. And when the water strikes the buckets, the wheel rotates and the water in the buckets fall on the other side, and it is directed into water जो channels बने रहते हैं to irrigate the crops. Now windmill, कुछ places में बच्चों wind energy is used to draw water from the well. Then we have water pump, motorized water pump. They are also used to draw underground water to irrigate fields. Then we have floating and sinking. So there are some objects that float on water and some that sink. कुछ object ऐसे होते हैं बच्चों जो पानी में तैरते हैं और कुछ object ऐसे होते हैं जो पानी में डूब जाते हैं. Whether the object floats or sink in water, it depends on density. और वो depend करते हैं अपने भार पे. Density क्या है? Density is the amount of matter present in a given volume of a material. Now one step ahead. Green revolution, Harit Kranti, it helped a lot of in improving the irrigation method in India. Strange but true. And egg floats if we add sugar to water. ठीक है, अगर पानी में हम शुगर मिला देंगे तो जो अंडा है वो डूबने के बजाय तैरने लगेगा. Perform this activity. Now here we have object like iron, nails, coins and stones sinks in water because they are denser than water. An object like cork, thermocol and plastic ये float करते हैं water पे because they are less dense than water. Now when an object is put in water, it tries to push aside the water below it with its weight and takes up the space. Water ये भी exert करता है pressure and upward force on the object which is called buoyancy. And if the object displays water equal to its weight in water, वो फ्लोट कर जाता है, डूब जाता है ना, सॉरी वो तैरने लगता है. बट इफ द वेट ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज मोर देन द वाटर इज डिस्प्लेस, वो डूब जाता है ना. सॉल्युबल एंड इनसॉल्युबल, ऐसी चीजें जो पानी में आसानी से लिक्विड में आसानी से घुल जाती हैं उन्हें हम सॉल्युबल बोलते हैं, और ऐसे ऑब्जेक्ट जो पानी में घुलते नहीं है उन्हें हम इनसॉल्युबल बोलते हैं. ना सब्सटेंस दैट आर सेड टू बी सॉल्युबल इन अ लिक्विड व्हेन दे गेट डिसॉल्व इजीली इन इट. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर बच्चों चीनी पानी का हम घोल बनाते हैं तो चीनी जो है वो पानी में पूरी तरह से घुल जाती है. नमक पानी का घोल बनाते हैं तो नमक जो है वो पानी में पूरी तरह से घुल जाता है. देन द वाटर, then there's two sweets as well as salty. Now this mixture of sugar is water is called solution, and the sugar is solute, and the water that dissolve the solute is called solvent. Now when substance are not soluble in liquid, अब कुछ substance ऐसे होते हैं जो हम liquid में मिलाएंगे तो वो बिल्कुल भी नहीं मिलेंगे. जैसे कि अगर पानी में हम तेल मिला देंगे तो तेल जो है वो पानी में बिल्कुल भी soluble नहीं होगा. If you pour the mixture through a cloth filter, the liquid goes through but the insoluble substance will be left behind on the cloth. Here we have salt, water and salt solution. Now then we have miscible and immiscible liquid that get mixed with each other. उन्हें हम miscible liquids बोलते हैं. For example, lime juice and water. Add a few drops of oil to water and still the oil will not mix with it. वो float करने लगेगा पानी के surface पे. तो water and oil do not get mixed with each other. इन्हें हम immiscible liquids बोलते हैं. Then we have knowledge plus. Water क्या है? Water is an universal solvent. Water एक universal solvent है और वो बहुत सारे substance को dissolve कर सकता है. Next we have measuring liquid. So liquid do not have a definite shape. Liquid का अपना कुछ का किसी का shape नहीं होता बच्चों, उसे जिस आकार में रखो वो उस आकार में बन जाता है. So they take the shape of the container. They are poured in. ग्लास में रखेंगे तो ग्लास के आकार का हो जाएगा, कप में रखेंगे तो कप के आकार का हो जाएगा. But liquid have a definite volume. The volume of a liquid is always equal to the inner volume of the container. And the volume of a liquid ये measure होती है बच्चों liters में, and the small unit of a volume is milliliter, which is denoted by ml. And a measuring cylinder is a cylinder with marking that indicate the volume in liters and milliliters. Then we have to sum up. Here we have to summarize the chapter. Now let us repeat along with me some points to sum up. Now rain is the main source of water. A bioli is a huge well, and different sources of irrigation in our country are well, tube well, tanks and canals. That's all for this class. Revise the chapter properly and I'll be seeing you in another class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.